safety meeting for the city of Hudson to order. Roll call. Wakefield,
Here.
Hall,
Here.
Morset, here. Thank you. And approval, number 3, approval of the December 8th regular minutes.
Move to approve. Second.
Any changes or corrections? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Door should be open now. New business. Let's just roll right down to the Fit Real Estate Memorial Day event. Our folks are here. If you want to come to the podium, state your name and your address for the record, and tell us about your event.
I'll let her tell you.
Tara Weber, and do you want the business address or our address?
Your address.
651 100th Street, Roberts. So the Memorial Day event is, obviously we had it last year as well. We were raising money for VFW Post 10818. They're doing a Freedom Center in New Richmond, and we just wanted to do something in the community. And so we brought in musicians. We had a lot of events for kids. It was really family friendly. We did have beer, and so it was adult friendly also. But it went really well, and so we just want to have it an annual thing if we can and bring it back this year.
Excellent. Chief, any issues?
No issues.
Move to approve. Second.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We'll recommend approval to our next council meeting, which is the 20th of this month.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Number 4A, issue St. Croix County Mutual Aid Agreement.
So there's nothing new with this. There was a lot of new fire chiefs and municipal leaders in the last few years. So yeah, our County Officers Association has decided to re-sign our mutual aid agreements. The only changes that were made were removing the expiration date from it. But other than that, it's nothing new.
But it is renewing, from what I said, every 3 years still.
Removing that. So
You're
there-
removing that?
Yep.
Okay.
So no expiration.
Is there a clause in there that says you renew if needed or something of,
That I'm not sure.
might want to just check into that.
Can do.
Is there a motion?
It does say, any party may withdraw from this agreement upon 30 days from written notice. It does say that in there, under duration.
Uh,
On 11, it says, this agreement shall be reviewed every 3 years by the parties. Any party may withdraw from this agreement upon 30 days written notice to the other party or parties of the agreement. So that would allow for,
Yeah, that should cover it.
That's how our mutual aid agreement is with Washington County and things like that.
Okay. Move to approve.
second,
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Are we going through all of those? Are those each items? St. Croix County Mutual Aid Agreement revised, St. Croix County Signature revised?
That's a good question. Do you want to?
No, my motion covered all of them.
Okay.
yeah, that's just the, I think, the components of the agreement, so.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Yeah, cross.
Did your second cover all of them, Lynn?
Yes, my second did cover all of them.
Okay, then I think we're all set.
Are you sure?
And did your vote cover all of them?
What is it, her? Jeez. Number,
Keep squeaking.
police training concealed carry course. Chief.
Yeah, so when we did the Citizens Police Academy this last year, there was a lot of interest from parties in the Citizens Police Academy asking about concealed carry classes. Upon doing some research, there's actually a training curriculum within the Wisconsin DOJ that allows for certified state firearms instructors, which we have several, to perform this training for the community. The difference between Wisconsin's concealed carry and most other states is that there's no actual shooting qualification that needs to take place with the training to get a permit. It's highly encouraged that participants go out on their own and practice safe firearm handling, but there's no requirement. So I talked to Nick Vivian. Nick Vivian says there's no liability concerns for us teaching it on our property or anything like that, using our employees to do it. I talked to Aaron. Aaron gave the okay, so I thought I'd bring it forward to see if you guys had any concerns or questions or.
So how long would the training take? Would it be one evening or
Yeah, it's like 4 hours.
4 hours?
4
Okay.
hours classroom only.
So
And
no
then,
field, I'm sorry.
No,
What?
yep, no, there's no field instruction.
right. And then, would you charge a fee for this?
Well, that's up to the city.
that's right.
We wouldn't necessarily to try and cover any cost because the only cost associated with it would be personnel time.
Yeah.
But potentially some handouts, right? The printing paper for handouts, but
Okay.
And how would this be different from, say, a class at the, I think there's a gun range. Va?
Rod and Gun Club, and there's another
Bills.
service.
Bills.
Bills, yeah.
Bob, Bill.
it's the same training curriculum. Bills uses NRA certified instructors, which is a little bit different than the way the state of Wisconsin teaches firearm safety. So it would be more in line with the same training that we receive as far as statutory requirements and things like that,
So
you
they
need to
don't
be aware of.
require, I mean, that's held at an actual gun range, whatever. So they don't require that, they wouldn't require that either then? If you did, like if you went there instead,
Nope,
even though it's at a,
not for concealed carry.
oh, really? Okay.
You obviously have the opportunity,
Yeah.
taking the class someplace
Well,
like
it-
there.
it
to-
just-
Should be recommended, but
Right.
Well, I'm
the
just
state
saying, it
doesn't.
seems like it should be a requirement. I mean,
Some classes do, the Rod and Gun Club does as well.
Okay.
They have individual members that teach the class that are certified, and then they do through the whole training, field exercise, et cetera.
Yeah, so they're NRA, the NRA teaches that way.
I guess that's my concern is I don't know that rule law knowledge necessarily makes you a safe conceal and carry.
Right, but we have no control over that. That would be,
That's the state, when the
Talk
state
to your
decided
state-
on the concealed carry, the state decided they did not want to make that a requirement.
What are your thoughts on that? Is this something that you,
Well, me?
yeah, I mean, would you,
I think it's a good outreach.
okay,
I have all the trust and faith in our instructors, to be, I mean, they're not going to sign off on someone that they don't perceive as going to be a responsible person. But I think it's another tool that we can use to outreach the community, especially when you have community members asking for it.
sure. Is there a background check or anything built into that before they can take this class?
Yes.
Okay,
And I think just to have that offer, instead of just someone just buying a handgun and having it without any,
sure, sure,
better than,
absolutely.
Right.
I get that.
oh, it's good for the police department to know more about who's got the concealed carry licenses too.
Well, we know anyway.
You know
because
anyway, but
We do the background checks for them, so.
that's right.
But yeah, I mean, it's just another way to build relationships with people within our community, right?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
any further discussion.
Would there, I know you asked about a fee, but, I mean, I think there needs to be some fee to cover the time of the,
What does the gun club charge?
That's $200 and some dollars.
$200 and some, and I think the bills is similar, and that's to pay for their instructor, because they got to bring
Right.
instructors in.
But that includes some gun range time.
I don't know what it is.
You don't know, okay.
And some of them are even more, because then they allow you to purchase a handgun with it.
We're not gonna be in that business.
We do charge a $25 fee for the Citizens Police Academy.
Yeah,
I think,
You know,
yeah.
so a
I mean,
nominal
could we
fee
put A
is
nominal
probably
fee, I think, should be in there, just to cover, like you said, handouts, and I guess when you it's an investment then for people that really want, you know.
Do you want to make a recommendation to the council that we recommend a fee? Or in a fee of
I think
Of a certain
nominal fee would be,
amount?
Like a $40 fee.
that seems,
Oh, I was even thinking, the 25 or the whatever, I mean,
I mean, if that's 4 hours of a
Okay.
officer and, any paper, so if you had 10 people, I think 25 to $40. I mean, do we have to put an exact amount? Could you decide kind of what you think it's gonna?
I don't know how that would apply with the fee schedule that they have, if that's something that needs to be listed in that or not for the city.
Okay.
Is the police academy listed in it? Then maybe we could.
No, that's just
same-
part of the application. You submit your application, you submit your $25 with your application, and then,
we
Well, to
should-
keep it consistent, maybe 25 would be a,
and the Citizen Police Academy is several weeks long,
That should be more money.
so,
8 weeks long, yeah.
right, so it,
3 hours a day.
yeah, and so,
wow.
yeah, I don't know that we really need to charge more than the Citizen Police Academy.
I think maybe if we sit it at 25 and use it as an application fee, it may be cleaner that way if you amended your motion
Okay,
into that effect.
I'll move to approve with a recommendation of a $25 application fee.
I'll second that.
And obviously, we'll be able to talk about it at council when it comes up. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Number 5, informational items, anything? No?
Nope.
Number 6, we will go to the fire department updates. Any updates?
So we have 5 new probationary firefighters that we onboarded. 4 of them are currently going through the required 96 hours class to be certified. One of which had already gone through class and he's on the streets already. We recently awarded a $3,900 grant from the Marathon Petroleum Company. We're using that money towards headsets for our boat and some additional scene lighting. April 3rd is our 150th anniversary. Wow. Yep, long time. We'll be hosting a pancake breakfast on the 2nd. We'll also be having our open house in October during Fire Prevention Month, and our golf tournament in June. Lastly, we'll be hosting a blood drive in conjunction with the American Red Cross. That'll be March 15th from noon to 6.
And it's good to see the pancake breakfast come back.
It is.
It's been a few years, hasn't it?
At least 3.
Yeah,
Yep.
excellent. Any questions?
I was just, I know I'd asked, but last time we met, we talked about the issue up at Aspen with when there's snow is that been somewhat resolved or going better?
Yeah, it's more manageable once the temps get warmer. A lot of that is, the painted lines on the curb are not visible, and just the snow pile in front of the hydrants makes it hard to see them, but since then, we haven't had
Okay.
any issues.
Good. Police department updates.
Nothing significant, other than Detective Sergeant Hillary Lumberg was awarded a merit award from the Women Association of Women in Police.
Oh, congratulations.
So she's going to be honored at their training conference on March 7th down in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. So
Is that a state award or?
it's a state
national?
association, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
excellent. Thank you.
She was actually nominated for the Mary Rita Ostrander Leadership Award, but because she's not personally a member of this association, she couldn't qualify for that award. So they understood the merits with the nomination and awarded her a merit award along with 3 other individuals. So
Great.
pretty good.
Full staff?
No.
Down how many?
Well, we're down one because of Sergeant Schultz' retirement, so
Yep.
we're in a hiring process now, and then we've got the one medical issue, so.
Yep.
On paper, we're only down one, but we're, down
Sure.
more than that. Different things going on, so.
Our applications out, I mean,
Applications are being received.
okay.
They have until 5 o'clock on the 17th, and then we have to close the application period, so.
Any other questions? Seeing none, any items for our next meeting or communications?
Move to adjourn.
I'll second.
And we will stand adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, that was quick.